Hi, my name is Kevin Herman, Chairman of the Madera County Compact.
And I'm Cecilia Massetti, Madera County Superintendent of Schools.
The mission of the Madera County Compact is to promote business and education partnerships which benefit the students in our community. This year we are pleased to present 2 Crystal Tower Awards to outstanding businesses and their leaders who are making a positive impact in our schools.
These businesses are truly making a difference in our schools and in the future of our students. It is our pleasure to honor their dedication.
Our first recipient is Camarena Health, nominated by Elizabeth Puga from Madera South High School. Camarena Health has been a partner with Madera South for the past 5 years.
Camarena Health has provided many opportunities for students, including job shadowing, health career days, equipment donations, and most recently building a school-based health center on the Madera South High School campus. Here is a glimpse of how our partnerships are benefiting our students.
Camarena is a full-blown, full-service medical clinic that is on campus, yet it's school-based. It has 2 halves. It has a public half and a private half. And the public half is really anyone in the community can walk right in and seek services. And mostly it's people within walking distance who seek their services. The private half is where our school nurses are actually housed in there. They have an office there. And really it takes the school side to refer students there. So students who need medication, students who aren't feeling well, or who get recurring treatments go through the non-public side. And if the nurse sees that they need to be referred to Camarena Health, there's a process of referring students through an interior door, and there's a secure way of doing it where the school knows where the student is, attendance is kept, and the families are kept in the loop along the way.
If students need health services, I am now able to just walk them right over to see someone to receive those services. As a counselor, that's my #1 goal, is to make sure that students are able to access what they need, and Camarena has really filled that hole for them. In the past, one of the biggest hurdles for students to actually receive these services was simply transportation. To get downtown to see a therapist or make an appointment was often just a little bit too much for students to overcome. So being able to now just to walk them over, have them seen almost immediately, has enabled me to make sure that those students are getting what they need to be able to be successful. So Camarena Health, thank you for fulfilling such a great need for our school community.
So I feel like staff and students have benefited from Camarena Health's involvement with the high school. Again, both through the service delivery aspect, but we've also been able to do some projects. One has been we've done some work around behavioral health and mental health stigma and trying to eliminate that stigma from receiving behavioral health services. And so that's been a benefit, I think, to students and to faculty, and being able to have those services here on campus and accessible to students, but also being able to work with the student population and trying to make some of these things a little bit more not only just accessible, but also acceptable amongst themselves and their peers. And so I think that's been a great benefit to them.
One of the ways they provide a really vital service to us is by providing students immediate social emotional support. And that was really a huge gap in our services until more recently, where our school district is developing mental health services for students. If a student is struggling, which is really common with teenagers, we didn't have a place to send them. And oftentimes students who are struggling have families who are struggling. And so the family had a hard time seeking private services or services through other agencies. So having a marriage and family therapist on campus who can provide recurring support for students really has been, in some ways, possibly a life-saving service that we weren't able to offer before.
So students and staff in Madera have really benefited from Camarena, first of all, in the long-term partnership that they've established and the vision they have of school-based health clinics. We even have one that's going to be built over at Matilda Torres High School, so it's incredibly exciting. They've been just a fantastic partner on lots of different levels. In terms of behavioral health in particular, Ms. Serrano and her staff have really helped us to target the work that we're doing and provide some universal screening tools and give us some real important baseline information on the mental health of our students. That's giving us something really important to work on. You can't really learn if you're not happy, healthy, and safe. And we're learning how to deal with that information in a really healthy and meaningful way moving forward.
I hope to see is, one, they have gained a tremendous amount of access to care here. They've been able to develop relationships with our providers here on site. I also hope that we've been able to bring different types of programs and speakers and presentations to students around the types of careers that are in healthcare as well. Support teachers. Our goal is to really help support them with whether it's access to care for their students, or if it's developing these students with the skills they need to obtain a healthcare profession. One of the other contributions that Camarena has been a part of, and it's not just for Madera South High School, although they participate every year, has been around developing what's called a Health Career Starts Here conference. We're in our 5th year. It's a partnership through Madera County Superintendent of Schools, Madera Unified, and various other schools throughout Madera County, where we bring a health learning day on the site of the Madera Community College Center. Over 100 to 150 high school students that are focused in healthcare pathways such as ROP programs or CTE programs at their site. School sites are able to come and spend a day with different healthcare professions, not even just learning about those professions, but being able to do hands-on workshops with those professionals in healthcare around skills that they use on a regular basis. So for instance, they could be doing suturing, and the students get to work with real skin and suture on dummy skin. Or they may be working with our pediatrician around learning some of the asthmatic techniques that they work on with students. And so that day has also been a huge contribution to our exposing our students to not only healthcare and what's available to them here, but also careers and interaction with professionals that are here, right here in the Valley.
Well, for the last 5 years, they've sponsored a health career fair in conjunction with the Madera Community College, and they have pretty much organized it. They have used their employees to facilitate it, and they have supported all of our high school students in our health careers pathways. They also, for the 2nd year in a row, are being a part of our 6th grade career fair that is an introductory career exploration time for our students, so they can become familiar with the various health career pathways that we have at our high schools.
So a huge part of any career technical education program is the opportunity for work-based learning by students. And so work-based learning could be something as simple as sitting on an advisory committee, which helps our teachers to guide their instruction, or it can be something as in-depth as a paid internship. And Camarena has really been able to provide a facet of opportunities for our students. Nicole Mosqueda specifically not only sits on our health advisory panels, but she's also our district advisory chairman. And our students in Madera Unified get to do community classroom hours at the Camarena clinics. And what that means is they get an opportunity to job shadow professionals in the health industry to see what a real day looks like. And with the expansion of the school-based health center at Madera South, our students have even better access to be able to see what does a day in the life of a healthcare professional look like.
So my advice to really any business that has an opportunity to partner with any school, any educational institution in the community is to, at a minimum, be open to the idea and explore the opportunity, because I really believe that there's a lot of value that comes from partnering with some, the educational institutions, especially with high school students and kind of this next generation of folks that are be coming out and working in our communities. And so I think it's a great responsibility that we have as businesses here in the community to really help train the future workforce that we have here in this community, and to really help develop and build our own workforce. And so from the healthcare perspective, it's great for us to play a role and play a hand in trying to develop our future healthcare workforce. And I think the same goes really for any industry that you're in, in any business here in Madera, that they can have that opportunity and really make an impact in the life of some of these students.
The staff has been great, and Nicole has been great from the very beginning. They've been very friendly, very welcoming, very helpful. We couldn't be more pleased
So to Paulo and Nicole and all of the staff that have helped Madera Unified CTE, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Our programs wouldn't be what they are today without your constant support and advice. So thank you.
Nicole Mosqueda and her team have been great to work with. They've been very considerate of the school and our needs along the way, from design elements to the services they offer. I couldn't have asked for a better team for us to work with. They've been great.
I'd like to say to Nicole and to Paolo and the whole staff at Camarena, we appreciate your partnership, and there hasn't been a single opportunity when you haven't come through for us and given us all of your very best advice and your best collaboration. That's absolutely invaluable in a community like Madera, and you're really providing a role model, an example for all of our business partners moving forward for how best to think through the modern needs of this community and how best a district like ours, as large as it is, can make a really positive impact in the community. Your partnership is, as I said, invaluable to us, and the friendships that we've developed and the good work that we've done really feels like just the beginning. So thanks for everything that you've done, and know that we're in it for the long haul. Thanks.